Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the fun inspirational live stream. And this time I am much more awake, a bit more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and here we are. We are here once again. Hello, hello, hello. We are all in here, right? Who's here? Howdy, howdy, Pamela. Howdy, howdy, and hugs always. Sunny in Texas. Oh, brilliant. I'm certainly pleased it's sunny in Texas. Got yourself sorted out, jumped in bed, ready to watch something for an evening treat. How lovely it's an evening treat for you. Tina is in. Hello. Herman, we've got our good man Herman. And Harriet, hello to you, Harriet, indeed. And Blacksmith, hello to you. Thank you for your kindness towards Harriet. Thank you. And here we are. This is it. And hopefully we'll go on a little longer than we did last time, because last time we really didn't last any time at all. This time, yesterday. But this time, hopefully, we'll last a good 1 hour, 1 hour and a half, just to say. We're going to finish things off at about 60, 90 minutes today, something like that. We're not going to do a particularly long time, no. We're just going to do a relatively short while. But nothing as short as yesterday. Because yesterday we really... Honestly, I completely screwed up yesterday when I fell asleep for about 1 minute. Dear. And hello to Shane. Hello, Shane. Thank you kindly, Pamela. Blacksmith and Harriet, for your friendliness towards Shane. Thank you. Oh, but listen, everybody, there was some news. The bad news recently was Graham got readmitted to hospital recently, which was very, very sad. But the good news was, it was this morning, we got an update from Fiona, and Graham, sadly still in hospital, but the good news is he is stable. That's an update to provide. He's fortunately stable, but he's not yet well enough to go to be discharged. So that's the update regarding Graham. Poor Graham. Oh, apologies for that, but poor Graham. I mean, he's really had it tough. He's really having it tough for health this year. I mean, poor man. I mean, going into hospital on Valentine's Day, and then within less than a week after being discharged, he's readmitted. That's tough. That's a tough thing to deal with. Very, very tough. Pleasure always, Harriet. Pleasure. As did I. But many prayers to our Graham, yes. Prayers to our Graham. Prayers to our Graham, indeed. And hoping he pulls through the ordeal. But yes. Sorry, I had to let out a yawn, but that was the recent update regarding Graham. But otherwise, yes. Well, I thought I'd share that anyway, But otherwise, we are here. I'm much more awake. I mean, I may have had to let out a few yawns, but that doesn't mean I'm going to fall asleep. No, I'm much more awake to get through this one, to share oneself with things. I mean, last night I had a good night. I had a nice long good night's sleep. So all is okay. All is okay. What's going on? I had a fantastic sleep, thank you. Thank you, Harriet. No, I slept. I had a long but very good sleep, thank you. Very long, but very good. It was something I needed. It was something I seriously needed. Sir Lord Dandy, hello to you. Hello to you, Sir Lord Dandy. Today you are the one who is a little sleepy. Really, you're sleepy today. But not to worry, Pamela, we're not going to do terribly long. We're not going to do a terribly long time with that live streaming. You're feeling sleepy too, Harriet. Don't worry, we're not going to do long. This is not going to be a long one. That's something I can assuredly tell you all things. We're only going to do 1 hour 30 max. I thought I might share that quite specifically, clearly. No, I'm much more awake now, but you're sleeping. Oh. I wish I could give you a cuddle to sleep. But obviously, like you said, Pamela, you don't like cuddles before going to bed or whilst you're sleeping. It's only when you're awake you'd prefer a cuddle. And not sleepy, I bet. Yes. I think Sap has gone to sleep. Herman, it's very late his time. United Arab Emirates, it's very late that time. But he's live streaming tomorrow. I thought I might tell you, Herman. 8 p.m. UK time tomorrow. Yes, nice cuddles and hugs to you always, Pamela. And cuddles to Braveheart. And I don't know how Braveheart takes to cuddles, but cuddles to our Braveheart. And always hugs and cuddles to you, my lovely Pamela. Strawberry jam or marmalade? We haven't got any strawberry jam or marmalade with us, Sir Lord Dandy. Afraid not. Good evening to you, old friend Southern. Good evening to you. Not to worry, Herman, not to worry. You moved an appointment, so you would be able to be there. Sap was live tomorrow. Well, that's good. That's good. That's certainly good. Ah. But sometimes. Oh, is she? Now that I never could have imagined. I never could have imagined that. Braveheart is a moody cat. She loves cuddles as long as it's her idea. Only if it's her idea and that condition. Oh, wow, she could be moody. Oh, my. Oh, my. Now that is one moody cat. Honestly thought she was all for cuddles. Honestly thought she was all for that. Thank you. Thank you, Harriet. Thank you kindly. Thank you for linking Zappa's live stream. Thank you. Thank you. Now that's a good question, Pamela. My cats, not particularly, no. And Mother, which disappoints Mother really, because she wanted our cats to be cuddly, but they're not so cuddly, you see. And sometimes it can only be about a minute or two before you've given Daphne a cuddle, and then she's going. "Roar, roar." So yeah. Unfortunately, my cats are not particularly cuddly. I mean, they like to be stroked, but sometimes even Daphne will only tolerate being stroked for a certain amount of time before otherwise bitten. Sapper will be thrilled to see Pamela there. Indeed so. How lovely. Now, thank you, Harriet. Thank you for your friendliness towards Pamela. Thank you. Thank you. Your dogs and pigs love cuddles. Your dogs and pigs love cuddles. Cats, chickens, and goats not so much. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Your Basil is giving you a cuddle at the moment, really? How lovely, Lunning, so. You can't move at the moment because he's giving you a cuddle. Oh, that's nice, Basil. Giving your owner a cuddle. That's lovely. Bertie the Budgie likes cuddles and likes jumping and flapping on top of heads. Love the name Basil. It's a nice name for a cat. It's a fantastic name for a cat. Basil is the name of a blacksmith's cat, but it is yes, there is the food flavoring basil, yes. But this basil in this case, Harriet, is a blacksmith's cat. Which today I might delve into the specifics of it all. And all that, you know. I think the budgie, it's likely a type of it's a type of parrot, you know. Hi, Sapper. Hello to you. Actually, people were asking after you, and I thought you were fast asleep, but no, you're here. Hi, Sapper. Good to see you, and I'm much more awake this time. Your daughter's Chihuahua taught her parakeet to bark. Oh, wow. He's 12. Yes, I remember you saying before, Blacksmith. Yeah. No gun, two different breeds. It was a bit screwed up yesterday, Sapper, because I fell asleep and I was unknowingly tired and when it happened. But now this time I'm fine. I'm fine. He can be a naughty budgie. He did a poo in Grandma's tea and she didn't know until she drank. Oh dear. And hello to Nutmeg. Hello, hello, hello to you. This is true. Chapper, this is what Pamela did. This is true. She's moved an appointment to be there for your live. This is true. This is completely true. Speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Yes, we only say nice things about Sapper when he's not here. Indeed, we do, Pamela. Thank you, Sapper, for your friendliness towards Dawn Marie, Harriet, and Pamela. The only thing we say about you in your absence, Sapper, are nice things. Yeah. Ta-da! Hello to you, Maureen. Ta-da! Hit down. Oh, stop. Yes. Yep, our Sapper is in. Yeah, well, he could have been busy. Like all of us, Herman, he could have been busy. He could have been busy. Yes, no, it's always lovely having our Maureen in here, Pamela. It's always a ta-da whenever she's here. Always a ta-da moment. And Hailey, hello to you. Hello. Thank you. Thank you, Nutmeg and Harriet, for your friendliness towards Hailey. Thank you. Thank you for your friendliness towards Hailey. Thank you. And you, Pamela, thank you for your friendliness towards Hailey. Hello and hugs to our lovely Hailey. Oh, ah. Oh. Oh, and see gypsies. Oh. Now, everybody, here is some serious news to share with you all. Sea Gypsy's mother recently passed away. I'm extremely sorry to tell you that. It was only on Monday, and I only just found this out. That poor Sea Gypsy's mother died. So please, can we provide our condolences and our love and kindness towards our Sea Gypsy? I mean, poor Sea Gypsy. Poor Sea Gypsy. And one thing I can say is I'm extremely sorry for your loss. Death, as one knows, is a natural part of life that happens, but still, one's condolences towards one's loss is always a good way forward. I mean, narcissistic as her mother might have been, she's still, helping out with the loss in Australia. Poor Sea Gypsy. Poor Sea Gypsy. Hi, Athers. Hello to you. Thank you, Blacksmith. Harriet, Pamela, Nutmeg, and Hailey. Thank you for your condolences. Oh, it's a pleasure, but still one's condolences is always important when it comes to the loss of a loved one. She was not a good mother. Oh, really? You're not sad she was not a good mother? Oh, really? She was so narcissistic to the point where she was not a good mother. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Hello to you, Dave. Hello to you. It was a relief. You feel free now. Oh, I never could have known that she was so narcissistic to the point where she was not a good mother. So I'd imagine your children stayed well away from her. I mean, your grandchildren have what? A narcissist for a grandmother? Bloody hell. That's a hard one. Well, not only that, we've got Nutmeg's brother, who's a bloody narcissist, and another brother of hers who's who's terribly snobbish. So, I mean, I just don't know how it sits with Nutmeg's mother that Nutmeg's brother, her own son is a narcissist, and the other one is incredibly snobbish. I don't know how that sits well with Nutmeg's mother, but that is really awful in itself. Yes, she is. She is. I can tell you that confidently, Sapper. Oh no, I mean, Pamela, could you imagine having a narcissist for a mother? Oh, she doesn't want to hear it. No, I can imagine. I can imagine. No, that's tough. I think, Nutmeg, why one wouldn't want to hear that stuff is because of how tough it is to contemplate to it. I mean, do excuse me if I could be wrong saying this, but I think one of the reasons why she wouldn't want to hear it is because, it's a tough thing to contemplate to, having a son or relative as a narcissist. And another, and especially a son as a narcissist, and another son who's very snobbishly rude. It can be a tough thing. It's a tough thing to contemplate too. It's a very, very tough thing to contemplate too. You bought a plug for your bath today, 13 amp. Well done, Sapper. Well done, you. See, Gypsy, you are telling nothing but the truth there. Narcissists think they do no wrong. This is only completely true. It's only well and truly completely true. This is definitely speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Awful. It must be being brought up by an Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Exactly what I thought. No. Oh. No, but Maureen, you've touched Sea Gypsy, so thank you. Thank you. Oh dear. Oh dear, that is so bad. That's so bad. That's just extremely so bad. How he could turn out like this, that is so bad. He certainly did, Pamela. He certainly did, yes. Good day to you, Dave. Good day to you. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh dear. Four candles, count candles with fork. Not many. And no, but the most recent one was the Fishbourne Roman Palace one. See, Gypsy, it's a good place to visit. It's a museum, but basically a museum in an old Roman palace built during the Roman times. Fishbourne Roman Palace with nice mosaics on display and really representing, the captivated enchantment of Roman history. Preserving, the heritage values of Roman history. But surprise me as it might, really surprise anyone as it might, see Gypsy, Fishbourne Roman Palace is not one of the most it's not one of the most popular tourist museums or not one of the most popular UK tourist destinations. No, that really did surprise me. That really does surprise me. It's not one of the most popular tourist destinations in my home country. But what I do believe, in my most humble opinion, see Gypsy, is if anybody could make it happen to make, Fishbourne Roman Palace one of the most popular tourist destinations in the United Kingdom, popular for tourists or international tourism, it could really prove a real turning point for its popularity as a means of really keeping its Roman heritage and history alive. No, this is true. That's a point, yes. Often the big attractions can be a fizzer, true that. If you are having really bad pain in your legs, seeing a chiropractor, but can hardly walk, feeling quite, oh no. Oh, that is a hard thing to contemplate too. That's a hard thing to contemplate too. Oh, Pamela, you're so lovely. You're so lovely. You really are. Now, if you'd said something like that to me, I'd been, oh, thank you, my lovely. Yes. Although I still have that funny daydream or that funny fantasized dream where I was in Texas visiting you, and I'm like, right, okay, I think I'm off out. I think I'm going to go off to the bar for a little drink. Well, pub that would be in my neck of the woods, and then it's like, no, where do you think you're going? Oh, but Pamela, I'm going off for a little drink. No, you're not going anywhere. But I'm old enough to do it. No, it's too dangerous. You're staying right here. Oh, okay. No, but come on, talk to me. Talk to me. That sort of being stopped from going out for a drink for my own. I mean, being stopped from going drinking. You'd let me go out as long as I were packing. Oh, that's strict. That is certainly strict. But I'd understand you'd be doing it for my own safety. Pompeii. Yes, you were telling me Pompeii. That's Italy. Not Rome so much, but Pompeii, you can walk into their homes on the mosaics. Now that is fantastic. That is fantastic. Oh, impressive. Paisley. Yes, no, Paisley. I remember you telling me so, Maureen. I remember you saying so. But there's a point I needed to share. This is true, as we covered earlier on. Oh, but the poor Sea Gypsy. But like Sea Gypsy said to me when I was annoyed about a trolling issue, she said to me, when I actually found it very hard to forgive myself for upsetting her, and she was like, right, she was like, pull yourself together and forgive yourself this moment. Well, she didn't say pull myself together. She said, forgive yourself this minute, like an almost pull yourself together, man moment. And she's like, as I've come to learn, you can't win. You cannot win because I deal with narcissists in the family, so you can't win. Same with the trolls, you can't win. This is actually the truth. You can't win against certain people, especially narcissists. You can't win against. No, narcissists, one really can't win against them, especially toxic ones. But one thing I do seriously hope, Sea Gypsy, I seriously hope, was that you kept your children away from your from your late mother. You know, I really do hope you kept them away from her, because could you imagine how they would have felt had they, been around her? Could you imagine how they would have felt? The only way to win is to not play. Yeah, you're too right, Pamela. Too right. Yes, no, like you said to me before, you can't win. You can't win against narcissists. Well, thank you, Sea Gypsy, thank you. And you too are very sweet as well. The moment we encountered one another, you were extremely kind and nice to me. And you said some very nice things about me. especially shortly after I made it was shortly after I made an appearance with Duchess Blair, and and you said it was very nice to see a person like me when I was making my appearance and sharing some contributed points to related to the topic of the live stream. So really, thank you. Thank you for your kindness and friendly approach towards me. Fairly shortly after I'd made an appearance with Duchess Blair, I think it was that November of 2024, that was. Because we only just newly encountered one another come November 2024. And that's when really we all encountered one another. Stay happy, you walk a wide circle around difficult people, really. Yeah. No, I remember you telling me before, Nutmeg. I remember you sharing this openly before. I mean, narcissists, particularly toxic narcissists in the family, it's a tough thing to contemplate too. Very, very tough thing to contemplate too. No. I mean, I don't forget many things as easily. There are some things, some parts of the memory have begun to fade slightly, but it's generally, by and large, quite a good memory. And all that. It's by and large quite good. Yes, I'm happy. Yes, I was happy learning that Graham is comfortable, but still a bit quite saddened that Graham is still hospitalized. But fingers crossed, Maureen, hopefully he'll be out and discharged soon. But poor Graham, within days, only mere days after being discharged from hospital, he gets readmitted. Days later. Bloody. Yes, yes. Oh, thank you. No, Sapper really does do an amazing job with live streaming. He really does. And thank you, Harriet, for recommending to Arthur Sapper's live stream. As did I. No, Graham's really having it tough for health at the moment. Blacksmith. Poor Graham is really having it tough for health right now. I mean, poor man. Poor man. Yeah, but hoping your granddaughter's okay and hoping she's got some more upcoming horse dress shows. And I know how much she means to you and just how proud it makes you given her success with the dress horse related shows and all that. Even though she might not be a jockey, she's at least taken the contribution in the horse dress shows. New shirts for tomorrow, you hope? Well, hopefully, fingers crossed they come out tomorrow. Just remembered to take your mother to the memory clinic today. Oh, well done you, Sir Lord Dandy, Sir Lord Dandy. Well done you. Hello to you, Heather. Hello, hello, hello to you always. Hello and hugs to you always, lovely Heather. Fishing's enchanted. Fishing, despite having never done it, it's an enchanted experience, no. But can I thank you, Sea Gypsy, for the friendliness when you said, I bet one of my hugs right now would be quite snug. Well, it's always the best thing to do, give one a hug, especially when they've lost a loved one. Yes, I know. Yes, as you were saying quite evidently, and I've got it completely and fully acknowledged, Sea Gypsy, that your mother made your life an absolute misery, as you'd so said before, and said just earlier on. It's always the best thing one can do, provide their condolences, and certainly much affectionate support when you know somebody who has lost loved ones. Even though it's only as truth has things that you can't win against certain relatives, especially narcissistic relatives. Hi, Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer. Oh, lovely Jennifer. Oh, regarding our Jennifer, everybody, there's bad news to share. It is unfortunate, most sadly unfortunate, that it's now got to the point where Jennifer and her husband are too disabled to do certain home chores. For example, there was snow recently in Ontario, and it's got to the point now where Jennifer and her poor husband, riddled with Parkinson's disease, it's got to the point where they're too disabled to clear out the snow or do any sorts of certain chores and all that. Poor Jennifer and her poor husband, who live every single day with poor health. That's a hard thing to contemplate too. We've also got Nutmeg, who additionally contemplates to poor health each and every single day. Poor lady. So all of you who are dealing with poor health every single day, or at least dealing with a slight part of damaged health, which hasn't quite volunteered to full-blown poor health, my heart goes out to you all. It really does. I mean, Heather deals every day with substantial, long-lasting damage to her liver post-sepsis ordeal. But unfortunately, her situation was nothing as bad as, say, Nutmeg or my late grandfather Edmund's health ordeal, or Jennifer and her husband's health situation. Oh, no, always. Lots of big hugs to you always, Heather. Oh, I'm so happy your granddaughter is a lovely person. She takes after her mother. That's your ex-daughter-in-law, isn't it? Because I think isn't she your son's daughter, your granddaughter? And she also takes after your lovely wife. Oh, in what way does she take after your wife, Blacksmith, if I may curiously ask you? If I might curiously ask you. Hi, Lils. Hello to you. Hello. Oh, hello and hugs to you always. I'm quite okay. I'm okay, thank you, Lils. I did feel quite guilty earlier today because of yesterday's live stream. I screwed it up. But I'm doing better now than I did the last time. I thought I might share. Oh, thank you, Harriet, for your friendliness towards Lils. And you, Pamela. And Harriet and Heather, thank you for your friendliness towards Harriet. To escape ourselves from relatives. Well, from narcissistic ones, that is, Nutmeg. Yes, you were telling me. Yes, Jennifer. Yes, you were telling me. It's thank goodness you've got your youngest daughter who has been shoveling the snow for you. It's thank goodness. I mean, had you not had her nearby, you would need to rely on others, wouldn't you? And that would be very difficult. She does, yes. She does, Heather, yes. Yes, even Jennifer's confirmed that with you. I've known Heather for a long time, Harriet. I've known her a long time. I met Heather, during a hard period in my life. It was a hard period in my life, having just lost somebody, and then months down the line dealt with other troubling issues in my circumstances. It's been a bonus having a friend like Heather in my life, a very supportive, very kindly, nurturing friend. I couldn't have had a more kindly, nurturing friend like Heather to tell you odd things, Harriet, and all that. But the thing that really has lifted a tremendous weight off of my shoulders and has proved instrumentally useful in my life was David Scott. Having somebody like Heather or David in your lifetime, it really, you have something enormous to appreciate for. It's something hugely enormous to appreciate for, or appreciate towards Harriet. Now, I've already shared my point on empathizing with Jennifer. Yes, time to move on. Yes, I remember you saying, yes. No, my health, good health for me is namely through diet and the exercise of walking. Yes, no, you've really done better than my grandfather, I would say that. Even with despite the long walks he did, he was still poor health. And obviously with the diet he had, he didn't eat, he only ate child-sized portions, as you know. No, his health situation was worse than yours. And yes, it happened to him at a much younger age. And yet he didn't have a lot of strength either, because of the bad heart. Poor man. No, I'm so glad you never had to go through any of, bypass surgery, unlike what he had to go through. I'm so glad for you, Heather. No, I didn't had it. No, I actually had a bolognese tonight. It's not something I have very often, but yes, I mean, I don't know how on earth you got the heart disease, Jennifer, but I remember you saying your husband has Parkinson's, hydrocephalus, high blood pressure, bloody hell, bloody hell. Oh, that's so lovely. That's so lovely. I think my friend's granddaughter's also caring, but she does worry about her being too trusting as a result. But how lovely learning so. How lovely learning so, Blacksmith. I'm so pleased. I'm really pleased you've got a caring granddaughter. It must be a big bonus for you. It really must be a big bonus for you. Thank you, Sapper. Thank you kindly for your friendliness towards Heather. No, I remember you saying you were blessed with the grandchildren and the children. Oh, do you? Thank you. No, I mean, I like the story too. No, I like the story too. And especially another story that's going to stick out to me was when I met David as well. Now, when you've got a friend like Heather, Nutmeg, you'd never take it for granted. You could never take a friend like Heather for granted, and I mean that. I absolutely mean that. Pamela, yes, all the cattle are all black. Something about the little black calves playing on the bright green grass just makes you smile. Well, I've got quite a bit of black blood in my family, given my mother's half Jamaican heritage, that is. Oh, thank you, Dave. Thank you. I'm 25 live at the moment, but thank you. Well pointed out. No, yes, you do tell me. Oh, thank you, Heather. Yes, I remember you saying that your son Ronnie and I look quite alike. I actually did see some pictures of your Ronnie on your Facebook. There is a similarity, but I would say a few differences. The difference being is his hair's curlier than mine. Mine's quite different to his. Similar, it is curly, but it's not as curly as it used to be. And another difference being is that he's taller than I. That's another difference. And and he's got darker skin than I. He's got skin really more like my mother's, Jenny, I would say. Oh, thank you always, Heather. Thank you kindly. Oh. No, don't worry, Lils. You're okay. You're okay. Gardening is good for people in so many ways. Very true. Very true. Yes, Jennifer. Graham, he's still in hospital, but he's comfortable. That's an update. He's still in hospital, but comfortable. He's completely comfortable. I can tell you that for sure. Oh, have you got to go? Ta-ta for now, Sea Gypsy. Ta-ta for now. Oh, certainly no trouble at all. One needs condolences when they've lost loved ones. Always hugs to you, lovely. Hugs and condolences, always. Yes, even Dawn Marie's confirmed this. Oh, you're on an emergency call? Oh, no. Well, do the emergency call. Ta-ta for now, Lils. Ta-ta for now. Yes, I made it myself. Made it myself, Harriet, yes. I like a good bolognese as well. Oh, yes, that was Fishbourne in West Sussex. Yes, yes. Oh, oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Maureen. Thank you kindly. Something I never take for granted. I'm never going to take that for granted in a lifetime. She thought the world of your wife. She always called her Nanny Anne. Well, one of my grandmothers is called Anne. Anne with an E, that is. Not Anne in the way it was spelled. It's Anne with an E, my grandmother, that is. Just to say blacksmith. She thought the world of your wife. Oh. More or less. More or less. Keeps me going. Keeps me going. You sleep well, Sapper. You sleep well, good man. She loved baking cakes with your grandmother. I've actually baked cakes. Can I tell you something, blacksmith? Can I tell you something, blacksmith? My grandmother and I, that was with Anne, we've baked cakes many, many, many times together when I was a child, and in certain parts of my misspent youth. We've baked cakes together. I remember just thoroughly enjoying baking cakes with my grandmother, Anne. You know, I mean, really. No, really, I could remember just thoroughly enjoying baking cakes with my grandmother, and she's still very much alive as of now, but it's my Edmund who's not, as you know. But I can really remember enjoying baking cakes with her, and the way your granddaughter loved baking cakes with her. How lovely learning so from you. I know what they call you, Pamela. It's Granny Pammy. They call you Granny Pammy. Oh, Lils, you're back. Oh, you had the emergency call, didn't you? But I hope you're all right. Oh. But how about a hug? How about a nice long hug, Lils? Oh. Emergency calls are not nice, aren't they? But they have to be done, don't they? When an emergency call happens, it needs to be answered to. Oh. Oh. No, and Lils is a wonderful new friend who really has touched, really, I found some of the things she said to me very, very touching. She said some very touching things to me. You know, a wonderful new friend of mine. It is it is extortionately difficult to not love somebody like Lils. It is extremely difficult to not love somebody. Don't think so. Your friend's husband has a brain tumor. Oh, no. Oh, that's hard. But the best thing about Lils is it's very, very hard not to love somebody like her. It's very, very hard not to love somebody like Lils. Once you get to know her, it's very hard not to love her. And she said some very, very nice things about me. She said that I looked cute, or said that I was cute at least. No, very few people have considered me to look cute. Oh, and that's a very nice compliment. That's a nice, nice compliment to receive. I mean, once you've received, once you're friends with somebody like Lils, it's a bonus. It's a real bonus. It's a real bonus to have a friend like a friend like Lil's in your life. It really is. I can tell you that very confidently from the bottom of my heart, especially if you've got a friend who can really touch you quite visibly with certain compliments. Not so much compliments, but really just the core depths of her lovingly kind personality is what, that's what most stands out about Lil's herself, is the lovingly core depth of her personality traits. That's what stands out most about lovely Lil's. Right, I had a question. Lately, Harriet, I've had an affinity towards making sea bass meals. Sea bass meals with some nice vegetables, or sometimes with some nice bit of mashed potato, or sometimes I even cook sea bass with chips. But mostly I'd have sea bass with vegetables. Yeah, well, mostly I'd have any fish with vegetables nowadays. Sometimes I have it, say, like a cod or chips or sea bass and chips at times. But mostly I've had an affinity towards making sea bass meals lately. Normally I cook it in the oven. The sea bass, Heather. Nowadays, Pamela, I cook by myself, yes, nowadays. But I never cook. But sometimes I cook. No, but whenever there's a family meal going on, when generally not needed to cook, it's namely for the family to cook, but we can contribute with certain other help, like chop up certain vegetables and things. Tell that to my mother, Heather. You could tell that to my mother. Sea bass with green beans. You've given up on sea bass because of the bones. I purchase boneless sea bass. Lils, I always purchase boneless sea bass. Thought I might tell you that. I remember you telling me before, saying so, Heather. I remember you saying so before. The best carer for years, you loved your dementia souls. You cared for dementia souls. Oh. Well done you, Lils. Well done you. Well done. Well done you, Heather. Well done for not eating fried food. Well done you. You love any kind of fish and vegetables. It's the best diet. Apparently, that can also be a part of a Mediterranean diet, apparently, as one might say. Fish with plenty of vegetables. Sometimes you have 3 or 4 people cooking at once for big gatherings. It's fun. You don't care much for sea bass or any seafood. But regarding fried food, I don't avoid fried food, but I don't eat it every day. I don't eat fried food every day, but I don't avoid it. That's how I would describe myself with it. We are generally, by and large, fairly similar, Heather. Yes, we really are. I could imagine. Oh, dementia patients are the best. You have to get into their minds. It's easy. Oh, Lils. It's no wonder why you've got such a strong grip of lovingly enchanted care in you. And it's no wonder why you've got such an enormously lovingly kind personality. You've got a very, very strong care-centered approach, especially towards the dementia patients you were looking after in your time of caring for them. So that was a very nice sentiment, And if I could, Lils, I would just hug you tightly right now. No, I really could. I really could, my lovely Lils. I mean, who couldn't love you as a friend? Especially when you said that I was cute, when I least expected oneself to say that about me. So having you as a friend, Lils, it's a bonus. It's a real bonus. And I'm happy learning that It was really the best for you, looking after the dementia patients. Yeah, I remember you saying before, Nutmeg. Yeah, I remember you saying before, your poor late father. You cook Sunday roast for 4 every week. Well done, you. Well done, you, Sir Lord Dandy. Friend fish sandwiches, coleslaw on top. I like coleslaw with salad. I always love to have coleslaw with my salad. Nutmeg was suggesting I have a clam chowder. I think it was Nutmeg who suggested I have a clam chowder in Massachusetts. Well, Nutmeg, I'm not going to do it with you. I'm going to do it either on my own or with a group of friends. Just to let you know. It's going to be on my own if I do it. Oh. And that, Lils, I completely agree with you. I well and truly completely agree with you. It really is the best thing, the most empathetic thing you can do, and it really is the thing you have to do. That's what you may have, but there's another thing you don't have the energy for. Well, I'm not going to say it on the live, but I think you know what I'm referring to. So, in that case, Nutmeg, I'm going to be on my own if I find anywhere nice to eat out, if I'm in the event I'm over in Massachusetts. I've never had marmalade glaze, but I have had marmalade before with toast. Toast and marmalade goes well. Or a marmalade sandwich. Well, a wise bear always keeps a marmalade sandwich in his hat in case of emergencies. Good evening to you, Martin. Good evening to you. Hope you're okay over in New York City in the United States of America. No. No, I haven't, Sir Lord Dandy, no. No, I haven't, to astonish you as it might, Lils. No, I haven't. I'm afraid not. I haven't. Turbot. I need to look up the Turbot because I don't know Turbot well. Highly. I wouldn't be surprised, Harriet. Given your personality, it would surprise me little. It would really surprise me little. You love crab and lobster as well. Lobster is expensive. I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be surprised by that. I definitely would not be surprised. You love crab and lobster. Now, I'm surprised, Heather. I'm surprised. I wouldn't think it'd be your thing. I always know. No, I mean, I always used to, I mean, excuse me if I'm ever to say this, but I always used to come under the impression that it was those with the silliest personality traits who loved lobster. But as I've so seen, anybody with any personality trait would love a lobster or a crab. I've eaten crab before, but I've never eaten a lobster. No, excuse me for saying that. Hi, Avery. Hello, hello, hello to you. Oh, as would I, Lils. As would I. You would love a big meet up with me and Trevor and everything. Oh, as would I. As would I, my lovely Lils. As would I. And like I said before, anyone would love a friend like you. Anybody would love a friend like you. Hello always, my lovely Ethers. Hello always. How interesting. How interesting. If I come to Texas, be sure to have some authentic Texas barbecue. Well, I'll give it a try. Even though I do know that I wouldn't be allowed to go out for a drink unless it was under a certain condition on yours and your husband's watch. But I know I'd understand it's going to be for the right reasons, and obviously to keep me safe from danger, that is. You was having a discussion with your husband, Turbo or Turbot. Oh, impressive. Oh, impressive. You love mackerel, but it has to be fresh that you have caught by yourself. Little did I know that until now. Heather, little did I know that until now. Oh, Lils, this is what touches me most. This is what really visibly touches me the most. When you said to me, and that certainly did touch me most, when you said to me that everybody needs somebody like me in their life. Now that really, I found that most touching from you. So thank you. Thank you for your kindness, Lils, as usual. Thank you. Thank you. Very many, very, very many sincere thanks, always. Thank you always for your kindly endearment. Now, if I could, Lils, I'd give you a nice long hug right now. No, I really could give you a nice long tight hug. I really could. Oh. I mean, who couldn't love you as a friend, Lils? I mean, I certainly love you very dearly. You know. Oh. Oh, Lils. Thank you. No, really. Thank you. Thank you. No, but there was one person, you know, I can remember one man only, who I was very, very, very close to when growing up. There was one true gentleman I knew when growing up in my lifetime, and one true gentleman only, and that was nobody other than my wonderful late grandfather Edmund, as he was what one would describe as the epitome of a true gentleman, true and true, you know. And to be considered that, when I could only well and truly see this in somebody I was very close to and closely looked up to when growing up in my life, that's quite touching. And there's one November 2023 evening, Lils, a wonderful friend of mine. Oh, she is lovely beyond words to describe her. She actually said to me one evening, and can I tell you something, Lils? When I read what she said to me, I cried. No, I cried when I received that from Michelle Pope, that was who said it to me. I really cried. You know, there was only one person, and one person who I only ever truly looked up to with those traits. looked up to and saw as the epitome of a true gentleman, and that was nobody other than my wonderful late grandfather Edmund. You know, but I never shared this with Michelle until many months later. It was very personal. It was a very personal, touching thing to me, receiving a compliment like that. No, it really, really was, I must say. So thank you. So thank you, Lils. Thank you for the compliments towards me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my lovely Lils. Thank you. You've said so before. Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you. The world's nothing but a mess. It's in a shit mess. Excuse the language. No, I've become much more cynical about the world now than I've ever have. I've had many more cynical views on the world now than I used to. I keep it real. Oh, thank you, Lils. Thank you kindly. Yes, I know your cat's called Braveheart, but I am a pure... Oh, thank you, Pamela. Thank you kindly. Thank you. You and the wife spent many hours fishing on the pier at West Bay in Dorset. Oh, how lovely. How lovely, Lunningso. Oh. Oh. Thank you. Thank you, Lils. Thank you. I'm bloody not interested. I'm bloody not interested. You know, Lils, I'm completely bloody not interested in the President Trump and PM Starmer meeting. I'm bloody not interested at all. Not one little bit am I interested in it. As does I too, Heather. As does I. No, but I want to show something very, very quickly. No, I didn't have fish and chips today, but I do have it on an occasional basis. Sir Lord Dandy, I do have it on an occasional basis. I don't think it's a good idea. I really don't think it's a good idea for you to go to Iceland, Nutmeg. Obviously, I can't stop you, but in my opinion, given the point it's got to for you with poor health, I seriously don't think it's a good idea. I really don't. But then again, obviously, I'll leave it for you to assess for yourself. That's all. Heather, Nutmeg deals with poor health, so please do be careful. Do be careful. I mean, it's a very lovely suggestion, but Nutmeg deals with poor health, where it's actually, it's got to the point where her poor health has taken such a toll, where she simply doesn't have any energy in several bits and pieces. So it's a very nice suggestion, but I'd really rather we be careful what we suggest to Nutmeg. Couldn't be more right, Dave. Couldn't be more right. Yes, a girl can dream. Indeed, a girl can dream. But really, I'd recommend you abstain from things like flying abroad. I never once stopped Nutmeg from dreaming, Dormery. Do be assured, I never once stopped anyone from having a dream. Do be assured. But I was only just sharing my opinion, Dormery. But my apologies. My apologies. That's all. We haven't. I think we've got one houseplant in the living room. I think we've got one in the living room. But I think that's about it. But well done. It's lovely learning you keep lots of houseplants. You would love to catch and cook a fresh fish on the beach. As does all of us, Lils, as does all of us. Right, now I'm going to show something interesting. We're going to finish at 1 hour and 30 minutes. Gonna get the picture up. I think it's going to interest many. If I were to show it, it certainly astonishes me. And certainly does it interest me most, seeing pictures like something like that. You know? This here is an enchanted looking mosaic, which I saw recently during my time at the Fishbourne Roman Palace. Canada is in your bucket list. I'm trying to think which country will be my bucket list. But I have a few bucket list railways I want to go on. Complete bucket list railways, that is. But this is one of the enchanted looking mosaics we have here. This is at the Fishbourne Roman Palace. Reminds me of Greek mosaics. You've been to Rome, but don't see as many here. It's Roman, yes. It's in a Roman, Fishbourne Roman Palace is where this is located, Pamela. Sorry, I was just looking for something. You would love to go to Pompeii. Yes, that's Italy, Pompeii, Lils. But how lovely learning so. What did Nutmeg say? Oh, yeah, that's the one. That's the one. I would love the zigzag railway here. It is a steam train that travels up the Blue Mountains. Oh, impressive. Oh, lovely. No, but Dave, I'm not going to make the trip to Australia, unfortunately. I'm not going to make the trip out to Australia, sadly. No. No, 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 no. It's too far. The trip to Australia, it's just too far. So I'm not going to make it out. But thank you for suggesting it to me all the same, but I'm not going to fly out to Australia. In my future, no. No. Like I've said to you before, I don't sit so well with flying, so I'm not going to fly out. I think the furthest I'm ever going to go to, and to be honest with you, I'm really not that bothered, actually. I'm really not bothered, to be honest with you. I think the furthest I'll ever fly out to, Dave, is America or Canada. I'm not flying out to flying out down under. No, it's just too far. Too far away to go, really. Much too far away to go. That. And this is another mosaic picture here. Oh. No, I'm never going to fly out down under, Dave. I'm never going to fly down under. No. It's just too far. Oh, please, Lils, you're not sad. No, you're not sad at all. Oh, no, Lils, you're really not sad. Can I tell you something, Lils? If I may dare explain to you, you don't have to live a good life just by going abroad. You can have a perfectly good life not going abroad. That I can tell you confidently, Lils. You can have a perfectly good life not going abroad. You know, it certainly does not matter. It does not at all. It certainly does not matter at all if one has never been abroad. You take care, Heather. Goodbye for now, and big hugs always. Oh, big hugs always. Oh, oh, I'd give you a big hug any day. Oh, oh. No, but Lils, you're really not at all sad. No, you're certainly not sad. Just because you've never been abroad, it would never make you a sad lady. No, we love you, Lils. I certainly love you very dearly. Whether you've been abroad or not, we accept your friendship. You know, and like I said earlier on, you don't have to have a good life. You don't need to have a good life just just by traveling abroad. You can have a perfectly good life not traveling abroad. Thank you, Dave. Thank you for speaking in support. You really didn't have to, because one has varied Dave, one has varied opinions on that. So thank you. Thank you kindly for sharing your input on that. But one's opinions regarding whether one can have a good life going abroad or not, one's opinions are very varied. Jennifer, like I said before, one doesn't need to have a good life for not going, you can have a perfectly good life not going abroad, and you don't need to have a good life just by going abroad. Sometimes I struggle telling my own father this at times, I mean, don't know how he got it in his head that you need to go abroad to have a good life. Bloody hell. I mean, bloody hell. One doesn't need a good life just by going abroad every bloody summer. Oh, well. One's opinions to so show the point. Oh, no, don't worry. Please, don't worry, Pamela. Like I've said before, it's so perfectly okay for one to not stay for the entirety of the live stream. No trouble at all. No trouble at all. You take care. Goodbye and hugs to you always if you have to go. Ta-ta for now. Indeed they were, Lils. Indeed they were, yes. Just looking for something interesting to... And just to let you know, tomorrow we're going live again. Oh, that's lovely. You always think that one day when you've passed away, you'll always see the wonders of the world. Oh, lovely. That's lovely hearing this from you. You've got good faith. Got a nice faith, haven't you, lovely Lils? Oh, found it. I found it. Your faith is heart and soul, as I can really see in you, as I can really see in you. No, you've got no. I can say this, hand on heart, Lils. You've got the purest heart and soul. No, you've really, really got the purest heart and soul, and that's what I love about you. That's what I really love about you, very, very dearly. If I could, Lils, honestly, if I was sitting with you right now on a bench or on a sofa, honestly, I could just give you a nice long hug right now. No, I really could. I could really give you a big, nice long hug. I really well and truly could. Oh. Oh gosh, she's getting a bit bossy now, but no. Yes, Annabelle and Sapper will be going live tomorrow. But tomorrow I'm going live at an earlier time at 6 o'clock UK time. And why I'm going live at this time, because of Annabelle going live and then Sapper going live too. Well, Sapper going live shortly after Annabelle, that is. And and so yes. And also tomorrow it's my friend's birthday. Tomorrow it's going to be my friend Deborah Coleman's birthday, just to let each and every one of you know. So it'll be a very happy birthday to our lovely Deborah Coleman for tomorrow. I mean, she's a lovely lady, Deborah. And unbeknownst to my knowledge, until I found out on the very day of her birthday, she'd recommended my content, astonish one as it might, astonish one as it might, astonish one as it might, she recommended my content to her children, and she also recommended my content to her bestie. And I never knew that. I never even knew that until they did tell me so. You take care, won't you, Jennifer? You take care. I know you're trying, Harriet, but and I know you care about supporting YouTubers as I do, but sometimes you really can go on a bit. That's the thing. And sometimes the reminders can be a mere bit persistent at times. I thought I'd tell you. Now this is my selfie portrait of me at Fishbourne Roman Palace. Oh, have you got to go? Ta-ta for now, Lils. You take care. Much love to you. Love and hugs to you always, lovely Lils. You take care, my lovely. Take care, lovely, lovely Lils, won't you? Oh. Now, I could give you a nice long hug right now. No, love to you always, my lovely Lils. You've never travelled any further than the UK, but you don't feel you've missed out on things. You always feel content in your surroundings. I generally feel content in the UK neck of the woods, you know, and all that. Hi, Debs. Hello to you. You take care, Blacksmith. See you tomorrow evening. I mean, don't worry if you can't make it, but see you tomorrow evening. No, I know, but sometimes her reminders can be a mere bit persistent, Nutmeg, just to say. That's only at times, not always. The UK has so much, Australia barely has anything, really. Oh gosh, Australia barely has anything. Oh my goodness. That's astonishing. That is surprising. My apologies if I'd hurt Harriet's feelings. You've always wanted to see Ayers Rock in Australia, but it is just so far away from Sydney and expensive. It is cheaper to travel overseas. Oh, wow. Hi, Anthony. Hello to you always. And this here, this is my Amberley Museum February 2025 portrait, which I thought might tell oneself of things. Amberley Museum 2025. A place of enchantment. A real wonderful place of enchantment for one to go to. Thank you highly. Thank you sincerely, kindly. Thank you. Thank you. And that's me using one of the old telephones here. I mean, I didn't make a phone call on it, but I pretended as though I was making a phone call on it. Oh, and hello in her absence. Hello to Wanda in her absence. And also hello to her lovely granddaughter Sophie in her absence too. Yes, there was a red one and there was a black one too, Nutmeg. Yes, there was a red one and a black one. I wouldn't be surprised, Maureen. I wouldn't be surprised. And you would have said, and I remember you saying before, and it does not surprise me. Certainly wouldn't surprise me. And also, one was probably might want to know if I've made it to run into Sophie lately, Wanda's lovely granddaughter. Unfortunate to say, no, I haven't. You know, no, unfortunately, I haven't made it out to run into Sophie, this time. No, not this time round, I'm afraid. But never mind, never mind. I mean, I'm sure we'll run into each other one day, because I'm personally quite I'm happy to run into her another time, if I don't run into her this time round, because I'm fairly certain she landed in England almost a week ago. Because I remembered Wanda last saying to me that she was expected to be flying into England on the 21st of on the 21st of February 2025, but I don't know how long she was staying. I think it was only about 10 days or so, something like that. Although I haven't heard from Wanda in well over a week, hoping the dear lady's all right. But she's over 80. What more could one expect? I mean, what more can one expect with somebody who's Wanda's age, which is well over the age of 80, and all the rest of it? Anything could happen to somebody of Wanda's age. I mean, I never got my hopes up very high. Interested as I might be in running into her, and interested as she is in wanting to date me. No, because I could remember on a live stream that I did, and Wanda was present on it. She said to me that if my granddaughter got the chance, she would date me. I mean, I've never dated before, and neither has she. You know. No, but I'm interested. I'm interested if she'd like a date with me one day in the future. I'm interested. I wish I'd said this at an earlier time, but I'm interested. I'm quite interested. No, and I do have quite a few feelings towards Sophie, personally speaking of which. Not bad feelings, but good ones. She said some nice things about me. Her grandmother said some very, very kindly things about me when she said that I was the perfect gentleman any mother would want for their daughter to marry. So having a friend like Wanda is always lovely. No, it's wonderful having a friend like Wanda, and learning that I mean, really astonished me as it might, her granddaughter who's similar age to me has taken an interest in me, going as far as potentially wanting to date me. I think I'd be forced to do that, Sir Lord Dandy. I think I'd likely be forced to do that. No, but it's quite a flattering thing to experience, Jenny. It's a very, very... It actually, I really wish I'd said this earlier on, or at the time when I newly received it. I'm actually quite personally quite flattered by what Sophie said about me. That if she actually went as far as saying I was dashing, and saying that if she got the chance, she would date me. you know. Yeah, but I'm proud of Sophie for what she does. I mean, obviously, her grandmother's obviously extremely proud of her. But after hearing about what she's achieved in life, lovely Sophie, I can't say just how proud I am and happy I am for her. No, I'm extremely happy for her, big time. I never meant force-fed, Sir Lord Dandy, I never did. Any girl would be lucky to date me. Oh, that's lovely, Maureen. Thank you kindly. Thank you most sincerely kindly for saying so. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I heard, Anthony. Yes, I heard. Could meet lots of female friends. Plenty of fish in the sea. You know. You know. But what was I going to say? Oh, yes, yes. Well, if one wanted to know. Oh, yeah, that's a point, Herman. Yeah, that's a point, yes. When girlfriends tend to sit on you, they are making themselves dominant. This is only a factually truthful point there, Herman. A factually truthful point there. This is speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. No, but all I can say regarding Sophie, I never saw it as a definite thing, even at the time when Wanda announced. Even when Wanda announced the very time that that her granddaughter was going to be over in London. I never saw it as a definite thing. No, and I'm not trying to pursue her in any way or not, but you know, all I can say is I'm just happy she had said some nice things about me. That's all, and that she's interested in dating me, and I'm interested in dating her. But it might be wrong if we were trying to pursue one another too much. It would dare be quite wrong, you know. But always will I appreciate the compliments from her, and of course from her wonderful grandmother. And you know, but she may have died. I don't know, because you know, you just don't know with people who are over the age of 80 or Wanda's age. You just don't, you know, because they could go any moment, can't they? You know, and it's what, over a week now, so she may have died. You never know, but I can't prove that. I really can't prove that. But you know, but there we are. But yes, yes. But can you believe it? We've been on 1 hour, 40 minutes. And for those of you who are aware, I did actually cancel the late nighter because I did schedule a late nighter yesterday for the early UK hours of the 28th of February, but then I cancelled it because of uncertainty regarding whether or not I'm going to be too tired to do it or not. But I may do it. I may do it. I mean, I may do it, but I need to see how I'm feeling. But I just couldn't. I shouldn't have made it a definite schedule. But I'll see if I can do it or not. But I'll just have to tell mods. I'll have to tell mods. Oh, sorry, Harriet. No, Harriet, I really wasn't saying this to try and upset anybody. No, honest to truth, I wasn't trying to upset anyone. I was just trying to share a point. I was really only trying to share a point, but you know, you know, but obviously one has a life outside of the internet, which is only even I. You can only even truthfully say that for not just me, but all of us. But I really wasn't trying to upset my viewership. I really wasn't. No, I well and truly wasn't. No, I do mean that. I really do mean that. I do. No, Harriet. No, really. I really wasn't. I really wasn't trying to upset anybody. No. I just hope I'm not being made out to be a bad person because of my silly mistake. No, yes, yes. It's or even 90 or 100, even to so mention as well, Herman. as as it well and truly goes.
Gordon's alive? Gordon's alive?
Oh, bye. How about one more for luck then?
Gordon's alive?
And it's a brilliant deep fake of me. It's a fantastic deep fake of me, in my opinion. The Gordon's alive one. Oh, wow. No, I haven't, Sir Lord Dandy. No, I haven't. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, praise the Lord. Gordon's alive. Oh, that. Well, can you believe it? We've been on well over an hour. Nearly 1 hour 47 minutes. But can I thank you all most sincerely, kindly for taking the time and watching the live stream. I may do a late nighter. I mean, yes, I originally scheduled one about a day or two ago, but cancelled it because of uncertainty regarding tiredness and things. I'm going to see how I am. I'm going to tell the mods why I cancelled it, because I was keeping it very, very provisional. But I may do it. I may not. But let's see. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. It's really a matter of telling the mods as to why I hit, I hit the cancellation to it. But all I'm going to tell them was I was keeping it very provisional as to whether or not I'm going to do it. But there we are anyways. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye, and may good wishes be bring you great expectations of happiness. No, that's not it.